Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is something that someone had brought up to me the other day in an email, and I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into it. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. This is going to be heavy, okay, and it could trigger some, okay, but this is something that has been creeping up on us for years, maybe even decades. And it's the kind of thing that you don't notice until it's staring you right in the face. And I'm talking about the police state that we're living in. Yeah, I said it. The police state. It's not the dystopian sci-fi kind of thing with jackboots on every corner, but a quieter, sneakier version that's been tightening its grip while we're busy living our lives. All right, so let's unpack this thing together. A police state isn't always about tanks in the street. It's about control. And it's about knowing where you are, what you're saying, and what you're thinking, before you even realize you're being watched. Does that sound familiar to you? I want you to think about your phone. Okay? Here, I'll get my phone out. All right? Your phone. Whether it's Android, whether it's iPhone, whatever it is. That little device that's in your purse, in your pocket, right? It's a tracking beacon. Every click, every search, every post, it's logged somewhere. The average American is caught on camera 238 times a week. Your car's GPS, your smart TV, even your refrigerator, they're all part of the World Wide Web. And who's got the access? The big tech, that's for damn sure. But more importantly, it's the government. All right? So let's rewind. Let's rewind back to 2001. It's called the Patriot Act. It was sold to us it was a way to keep us safe after September 2001. And yeah, most of us, we bought it, right? Myself included. Who wouldn't want to stop the bad guys, right? But here's the thing. That law gave the government a blank check to snoop on the United States citizens. Phone calls, emails, bank records. No warrant needed in many cases. The NSA's prison program, exposed by Snowden himself in 2013, it showed they were collecting data on everyone, not just suspects or the bad guys. No, and it didn't stop there. Section 702 of the FISA Amendments Act still lets them scoop up your text messages, your emails, even if they're stored overseas. No oversight, no accountability. Oh, nay. Now fast forward. Okay. Look at what's happened since. All right. Got protests, left, right, middle, don't matter, right? Watched like a hawk's prey. Facial recognition technicians, right? License plate readers, drones buzzing overhead. In 2020, during the George Floyd protests, the FBI used social media data to track people down. Same thing with J6. You post a picture, you tag your location, or even just walk by the protests, and boom, you're in a database. The Department of Homeland Security has been caught buying cell phone location data from cell phone companies. No warrant, no judge, Just cash for your privacy. Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? Now, here's where it gets personal. You don't have to be a criminal to be targeted. Okay? Like, remember when I was talking about the iris scans on how those people are actually being targeted? Okay, but with this, you just have to say the wrong thing. Remember the Twitter files? They showed how government agencies leaned on big tech to censor posts. Posts about elections, Mr. 19, okay, you name it. If you question the narrative, look at what happened to me. They deleted my entire channel for 2 years. I finally got it back because here I am. But still in all, I questioned the narrative. You risked being shadow banned, deplatformed, or worse. People have lost their jobs because of a tweet. Others had their bank accounts frozen for donating to causes that the government didn't like. Okay, how dumb. How stupid. Like the trucker protest in Canada in 2022. Remember that? Bank accounts got seized without due process. That's not freedom. That's control. Now let's talk about Mr. 19. Lockdowns. Mandates. Tracking apps. Governments decided who could work, who could gather, even who could go to church. In some states, police were arresting people for sitting in a park or opening their businesses. But it was okay for Pelosi to go get her hair did, huh? Yeah. For Fauci to go to a baseball game without wearing a mask. But the contact tracing apps, they didn't just track the virus, they tracked you. And those powers didn't just vanish when the pandemic faded. Oh, nay. They're still here. They're still there. And they're ready to be used again. CDC, the FBI, they were caught sharing data on the ones that held the line, like me. Like that guy over there. Okay? The ones that didn't get ticketed. It's not public health. That's a surveillance state flexing its muscles. Now, I know what some of you were thinking. It's all right. This is just the government keeping us safe. I get it. We want security. But at what cost? The Second Amendment protects our right to bear arms. But what good is that if the government knows every move that you make? The Fourth Amendment says we're supposed to be secure in our homes, our papers, our effects. But when your phone is an open book and your face is in a database, what privacy do you have left? Our founding fathers warned us about this. They fought a revolution over less. Here's the hard truth. It didn't start yesterday. It's been building for decades. The war on drugs in the 80s, remember Nancy Reagan? Okay. Gave us no-knock raids, civil asset forfeiture, cops taking your car or your cash without charging you with a crime. The war on terror gave us the Patriot Act and mass surveillance. And now, the war on misinformation gives us censorship and deplatforming. Each step We traded a little bit of our freedoms for a little bit of safety. And now we're in deeper than we ever realized. So now, how did we get here? We got comfortable. We put on our fat pants and we got comfortable. We trusted the system. And we thought, it'll never happen to me. Yeah, right. But guess what? It is happening to you. It's happening to all of us. Every time you swipe your debit card, you post a meme, or you drive through a city that has cameras, you're feeding the machine. And the machine doesn't care if you're the good guy. It wants control. The question is, what are we going to do about it? First, you wake up. See the system for what it truly is. Second, protect yourself. Use encrypted apps like Signal. I use it every day. Pay with cash when you can. And question everything that you're told. And third, you get loud. You open your mouth and you start screaming. Just like I do every single day. You vote for people who value liberty over control. You show up at the town hall. You call out on censorship. First Amendment is still ours, whether they like it or not. We're not powerless. Not yet, at least. But the window is closing. Now, y'all, a police state does not announce itself with a parade. Okay? It creeps in. One law, one app, one camera at a time. We've been living in it longer than we even want to admit. But seeing it is the first step to fighting it. So let's take back our freedoms before it's gone for good. Thank you for watching. Share this video and let's start this conversation, okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less and God bless. Ciao.